I'm Ben the Learner and I'm learning Chinese. Today I want to talk about America, the country, but also where it is in the world. I want to talk about some words that I learned that are related to the American country. This episode is going to be divided in 5 parts. First of all, I'm going to talk about the geography. Where is America? I'm going to talk about the important city. In the third part, I'm going to talk about who is living and who is leading this country and where. I'm going to talk about some words that are related to American politics, and finally in the 5th part I will talk about some important states in America. The word we're going to see is the continent America, the North America part of it, the country, the USA, the people who are living there, the American, and how do we say American dollar. So first of all, the America, where it is. Let's see on the map, it's there. So we have first America, the continent, which is 美洲. It's made of 2 characters, 美, which mean beautiful, and 洲, which mean continent. If we want to be a bit more precise, we have North America, which is 北美, and this 北 means for north. Then we have the country, the USA, 美国. So again, it's the same first character, 美, and we have 国 means country. So 国 is used for a lot of other countries. For instance, 法国, 英国, 中国. So its character means country, but not all the country has this character. We have also sometimes like Canada, which is 加拿大, which doesn't have this character. And finally, if you go in America and you want to buy some stuff, you will have the American dollar, which is 美元. And so yuan means dollar. If you have, for instance, the Canadian dollar, it's going to be 家元, and yuan alone is for China. But then if you want to add the country of it, most of the time it's the currency of that country. We have seen the words related to the geography of North America, America, USA. Now it's time to talk about some important city. So for Washington, the pronunciation is quite similar. We have 华盛顿. For New York, we have 纽约. For Boston, we have 波士顿. And here we can note that the last character, 顿 for Boston, is the same character, 顿 for 华盛顿, the Washington. Then we have San Francisco, which is 旧金山, and we can kind of think it's very different. It's not the same pronunciation at all. But if we look at 金山, it means golden mountain. In San Francisco, well, it's not raining very often, so the mountain really looks like they are of a golden color. And there's also the Golden Bridge. So it's quite original. It doesn't sound the same at all, but it means something that San Francisco is known for. Then we have Los Angeles, which is 六杉矶. Now the country is led by 2 important people, which are the president and the vice president, and they are living in the White House. This is the White House, and this is the president and the vice president, Mr. Donald Trump and Mr. Mike Pence. For how long? I don't know, because the election are soon. But how do we say president in Chinese? Well, it's 总统. And how do we say Trump? It's 特朗普. Note that the first character, 特, means special, and it's also used for Justin Trudeau from Canada. Trudeau is 特鲁多. Now for the vice president, well, it's very similar to president. It's 副总统. And it's Mike Pence, and I look on Wikipedia to find what is the pronunciation of Pence in Chinese, and it is 彭四. Those 2 people lives in the White House, and the White House is 白宫. So 白宫, it means like White Palace. In the US, there are 2 main parties, and they are right now battling for the presidential election that will be at the beginning of November. So let's see some words related to politics. First of all, the first party, the one that is in power right now, is the Republican Party. And this is in this party that Donald Trump is, and Republican Party is 共和党. And the word 党 means party. So Republican is 共和. Then we have the Democratic Party, which is 民主党. It was the party in which Barack Obama was a few years ago. And so 民主 means democratic and 党 again means party. Now they are battling in an electoral campaign. An electoral campaign is 竞选. And this is for the general election that will be in the beginning of November, and general election is 大选. And note that the character 选, it's in the same word as 选字, which means choice or to choose. So a general election is like a great choice. And finally, Donald Trump will be facing Mr. Joe Biden, previously a vice president as well. And Biden in Chinese is 拜登. Now that we've covered where is America, which are the big cities, some vocabulary related to politics and who is leading this country, let's see 5 important states. The first one I want to present is California, and it's 家. You can say also the state of California, you just have to add the word 州, so it would be 加州. And note that this character 州 is pronounced the same way as the continent 美洲, but there's just a little difference. There is the radical of water in the character for continent, and it makes sense because a continent is surrounded by water. Then after we have Massachusetts, which is Massachusetts, Florida, which is 佛罗里达, Texas, 德克萨斯. Honestly, this one, I don't think it really sounds the same as Texas. Then we have Illinois, which is 伊利诺伊. Thank you for listening to this. It was a very important vocabulary for me. Next time I might also have to explain vocabulary related to, I don't know, something that happened in the media or some event. So I'm just looking what the words I will learn about it. If you like this type of episode, you can subscribe, and we are less than 40 members in this channel, so let's try to get 50 by the end of the year. I was Ben the Learner.